In my last session, we have discussed all about kernel body. What is kernel body? Why it is faster than classical body? What is the purpose of filter body? Why SAP providing fallback classes? In my this session, we will jump into the system. We will create our own body and we will implement it. Not only that, before we will going to discuss what all are the scenario where we have to create our own body. This all things we are going to do new editing tool Eclipse, ABAP development tool for Eclipse, not in SAP GUI. Don't worry if you're not familiar with Eclipse. I will gonna give you a lot of tips which will help you when you work in Eclipse real time. Let's get started. Body providing and body implementing, these are two different roles. When SAP standard developer writing the code, he might intimate that customer want to insert some code at particular place. He want to give some option to the customer that customer can insert their code. He provide an explicit enhancement option, either in form of body or in form of enhancement point and section. If you want to know more about when he provide body and when he provide enhancement point and section, watch out my last video. Second role is body implementer. Most of us, we are interested in this role because most of the time we are only implementing the bodies. But there are very few scenarios where we have to create our own body. Let's discuss about these scenarios. First, if you're working with independent software vendor, what is this independent software vendor? This term is used for those companies who produce intellectual properties as a form of products. These companies are the part of larger ecosystem. For example, SAP is a larger ecosystem. SAP have a lot of independent software vendor. This independent software vendor develop products on top of SAP core software. These products will add value to the customers. They provide this product to customers. But whenever they are providing product to the customer, they have to give some enhancement options as well to the customer. So the customer can implement those enhancement options. So if you are working with independent software vendor, then you should know how to give bodies, enhancement section and enhancement point. Might be you know how to implement it, but you should also know how to provide this option to the customer. The second option, when we are working with very big company, which is having lot of local entities, this big company developing one software or a lot of programs centrally and providing a lot of enhancement options, sections and bodies in that code, which can be implemented by their local entity. That can be the second scenario. First scenario and second scenario are almost similar, where in first case, ISVs are providing product to the customer. In the second case, the big company, central IT department providing a software to their local entities so they can do their enhancement. The third scenario, when sometime what happened, even SAP provided lot of enhancement options, sections and bodies, this will not sufficient for us. Suppose I have to some code changes in between some form and end form. We know at the initial and end part of form and end form, we can do implicit enhancement, but I want to insert somewhere between. But there, no explicit enhancement option is given by SAP. In this case, the requirement is we have to do modification. Even through most of the time we will not do modification, but sometime maybe the customer requirement is like that we have to do the modification. So how to minimize this modification? So what we can do in this modification when we are doing, we can write the enhancement ports, enhancement section or body as per our requirement there, and we can implement those enhancement options, sections, and bodies in the code. What is the advantage of that? We are doing very minimal modification. Suppose we have to write 1,000 line of code. If directly go and we will write the in between 1,000 lines, so there will be, we are modifying SAP standard code with the 1,000 lines. But if we are providing an enhancement option, that is 1 or 2 lines, or body, there will be 5-6 lines. When we are implementing those body, this implementation is done in the customer namespace. This implementation are not part of modification. Only the enhancements which we provide, these are the part of the modification. So this way we can minimize the modification in the system if we provide enhancement options in this modification. So these are the three main scenarios. One, first is ISV, second is IIT department of big company, third is when SAP, we have to modify the SAP standard code that time. So these three scenarios where we have to create our enhancement options, or we have to create bodies, kernel bodies, is part of that. Okay, let's jump into the system. Now we will create our own body. So as I have already added the system in my Eclipse, so if I want to create a body, I want to explain just for the first scenario. I want to create a normal G ABAP program. Inside that, I want to give the body, and that can be implemented by the customers. So first, I will act as a enhancement provider. So I want to create one new program. So let me create one new package for me. I will go in my favorite packages. I will create new ABAP package. So I will give name here Z RAM YU YouTube. Description YouTube. Okay, let's click on next button. I want to give my super package name also, RAM. It is the name, software component is home. Next, I want to give within 1 TR. Let's finish it out. So I have created this one new package under my existing package. Let me save it. I will create one new ABAP program with a new package. So how to create a ABAP program? You have to go right click over here, new, other ABAP repository project, and you have to search for ABAP program. You have to give program name Z underscore by kernel body example. I can do like that, and I can give any description, kernel body example. Click on next button. It will ask for the TR. Give some TR and finish it up. It's a simple ABAP program. Let me minimize it. Here you can see that different views are there. This complete window, it's called one perspective. We can have different perspectives in Eclipse. The perspective is nothing else. It is a combination of windows, how the window will be look like. This is currently I'm in ABAP perspective. If you guys really don't know about Eclipse, I will prepare one video on Eclipse and put on my YouTube channel. So let's jump into the system. I have created one basic program example already. Let me copy it and I will explain it. Control C, simple program. I don't want to waste time on simple program, so you can understand this one. So in this program, I have one select option where I'm entering the sales orders, and simply I'm getting those sales orders from the VBAK table. I'm using CL solve table method to display this sales order. Let me activate this program and execute before you. Let me put 1 to 1000. I want to display till 1000, 10,000, 1000 records. Let me execute. It will display 1000 sales order in the screen. So my requirement is like that. You can see I'm getting the data from the VBAK and putting in internal table IT VBAK. So my requirement is like that. I want to create a enhancement option here. So this IT VBAK table can be modified by, suppose just suppose this one, even it is custom program, just suppose it is a SAP standard program, or you can think like that, I have to create one program is a central instance. This can be modified by my different other entities of my company. So I want to give them the option that they can modify this IT VBAK before they want to display finally. So as we already discussed, enhancement, different kind of enhancement options. If I directly go and provide enhancement point or section, so in this case, what will happen? So who is going to implement this enhancement, who will be having all the control in my program. I don't want to give all the control on my program. I just want to give an option them so they can change this IT VBAK table. So for that, I want to create controlled explicit enhancement option. Explicit, since I am inserting in between somewhere and I'm providing myself to the other customers so they can implement that one. That is the explicit, or controlled, because I want to give them only the IT VBAK they can change. They can't change anything else inside this program. So for that, I have to create a body. For creating a body, what I have to do, I have to right click over my package, new, and I have to search for the enhancement. So a lot of enhancement. So as I told you, is for creating a method, we need a class. Same way, for creating a body, we need an enhancement export. First, I have to create an enhancement export, body enhancement export. Next, I have to give some name, G underscore kernel body enhancement export. I have to give some description, kernel body enhancement export. Next, give some TR and finish it up. So I have created one enhancement export. As you can see, we have option to add a body. I can add multiple body here. So first I will add one body. So as soon as I click on add body button, the Z is already coming since it is in customer namespace. I will create G underscore kernel body, or I can give some meaningful name, G underscore sales header, sales order body. Okay, sales order body. I will click on add button. It will ask for the description, modify sales order data. And since I have given the description over here, I have to give some interface. So for that interface, I have to give some interface name, GIF underscore sales order info. Okay, so I have given this some interface name. So I have to create this interface. I have to click on the interface button. It will take me to another screen to create interface. So I have to give some description, interface for body. There is by default one interface is added. It will be added in this interface for the body implementation. I will click on next button and finish it up. So since I have to provide a method without implementation, that is the reason I have created implementation. So now I have to provide a method without implementation. Okay. So the advantage of Eclipse, you can open lot of parallel sessions. I know where I was implementing here. So what I have to give ITVBAK, that can be changed by customer. So in this my program, I have to provide a method where someone changed the ITVBAK. So method, I will give the method name modify header. Since the VBAK is header table, I'm giving like this, header, modify header. So since changing IT underscore, you can change VBAK, which is type of, I don't know what is the type of this VBAK. I have to give some table type. So how to search for table type? In the Eclipse, you can go in click on VBAK. You have to click on Control, Shift, and Z. You can find the search where use list of the VBAK. There is a lot of programs, dictionary classes, and standard program where the VBAK is used. You have to click on this VBAK and you have to click on Control Shift Z. The entire list come up here where the VBAK is used. But I don't want entire list. I want to filter out this one. Based on what? The object type. I want to table type. I require only the table type. So you have to click on T, control space, help is available. You can table type and apply. So I can see now only the table type. So I already used sometime back VBAK underscore T. This is a standard table type. I will use this only. Okay. So again, we can work multiple screens throughout that. I don't require this one. I can just close it out. VBAK underscore T. So I have provided the interface. Inside the interface, I have provided the method where I can change the VBAK. Let me activate this interface. Control F3. Same as we are using in SAP GUI. It will activate this interface. So I have created the interface and activated it. But still I'm getting error, class interface name info is not valid. Let me see. Control F3 got activated. Let me activate it. Control F3. It got activated and error got removed. So by default, it is multiple use body. I want to create single use body first. Let me take it out. Now it becomes single use body. Let me activate it. Now what I will do, I will call this body in my program. Control C. Where is my program? Here it is. I have to declare one variable LR body. Type refer to type ref to this body. And I have to call this body is I already explained to get all active implementation of body. We have to write get body statement. Get body allow body. It will get us all the active implementation of that particular body. Now we have to call all the active implementation of this body using call body statement. The call body, we have to click on control space. It will give us help. The help is already there. And now I have to click on shift enter. It will enter. No, here is no pattern to call function, module, and body. We have to use keyboard only. Control space I did. I got all the options. Now I will click on shift plus enter. It will insert that particular method. I will pass this VBAK information over here. It will change this VBAK, and after changing, we will get the result. Let me activate this program. So as you already see, we have single use body. Okay, we have activated this program. Let me execute this program and show you what will happen. Just think about it. I already explained in my story session, if single use body, one second, if single use body without implementation, we will run, what will happen? We don't have any implementation. It will dump. Let me execute and show you. I'll pass 1 to 1000 again and execute it. It got dumped. What it is saying, this body is not implemented. But suppose if this body is multiple use body, what will happen? Let me make it multiple use body and activate it. Now I will run same program without any implementation. It will run without any problem because it is multiple use body. So as I told you, for single use body, that is mandatory to have one implementation. But multiple use body, if there is no implementation also there, it will run without any issue. But I want to make it single use, but still I want to run. Either is a body provider, not as a body implementer. I don't want there should be multiple implementation, and I want to provide this body. So how SAP handle this scenario? Either they will put try-catch block for this body, and they will handle that exception, and they will not give any error, or they will provide the fallback class. They will put this get body, call body inside try-catch block, and they will not do anything in catch block and proceed further. Or what they will do, they will create a fallback class and give us. So what is the fallback class? Till the SAP implementation is not provided, till that time this fallback class will run. As soon as that SAP implementation is provided, this fallback class will not run, and this customer implementation will be running. So I have to provide fallback class. So I have to click on use fallback class. I have to give some class name ZCL underscore fallback underscore SO info. Okay. Info. Let me click on fallback class. It will give us a template where we have already interface is called inside this class. Let me give some description. Fallback class, I will give like this. Click on next button, give some TR and finish it up. So class is created. Now I want to call the method of this interface. This interface by default added. One is body input interface, and second interface we provided as a body implementer. Since we are creating fallback class, we have to call this interface. So we have to call this method. We have to do method implementation. Method control space. It will give us help. Let me select this one. Again, as we know, we can call like this. Control space modify header. Now what I have to do? I know in this method we have declared as a changing parameter ITVBAK. I want to do some changes in ITVBAK. So let me take some help of standard and put ITVBAK and assigning. Let me do some inline declaration over here. Assigning field symbol LSVBAK. Okay, so what I will do, I will make some changes in VBAK and then I will display instead of displaying directly. Shift F1. And method is not there. I have to do and method. Shift F1. Control F3. Let me activate this fallback class. Before that, I want to show you the VBAK table data. If you go in the VBAK table, this will look like this. Here is no SE11. So it's a source code based editor. Every information we will give using the annotation. If I want to see the append structure, I have to hover over this spiral button, and I have to see these all are the append structure. I can see one custom structure is already available. I have to click there. It will take me to that extend append structure. So I can see there is 3 fields. So there might be the customer is a customer. They want to change this particular fields. They want to add in the VBAK table and they want to change inside the body before the displaying. So I will just use this function, these custom fields to change the data. So what I will do, where is my body implementation fallback class? I will give some name over there. Control V, control speech. G field is there, GZ date is there. I will give today's date, side item, side item. Control space is very important over here. You can get all the information. G space, again you have to give some GG date. I can give username. I will give some constant name over here. I will give Ram to display something. Okay, it will change the VBAK table. After changing, it will display in the output. Let me go to my program again. I have activated this fallback class. Let me close it out. Interface also activated. This is body. Let me activate this fallback class. Now what will happen, since no even it is single implementation, single use body, it will not dump because we have provided the fallback class. It will run the fallback class logic. I forgot to show you the data before that. No issue. I just execute this data, F8, it will not dump. And we will provide some sales orders. And before displaying, we are changing here. You can see we are passing current date and username is a constant name. If I deactivate this fallback class, this both will come as a blank, or some other value will come. Since I have changed these values before the displaying in this program, it is displaying like this. So till now I have done work as a body provider. I have given my body inside the standard code where the customer can implement this body. I have provided fallback class as well. If the customer not implemented their logic, till that time this logic will run. As soon as customer implement this kernel body, after that the customer's implementation logic will run. This fallback class logic will not run. I don't want to make this video long, so till now we have provided a body. The implementation part we will do in my next video. So you can see that link of that video in the screen. You can click on that and you can see that video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe this channel. Thank you. Happy learning.